Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick 19 of my favorite 31 hard rock and metal albums of the 70s, the heavy albums of the 70s. We're counting down each and every day. We've been counting down each and every day here in the month of July 2023. 31 days, mine and yours. 31 favorite heavy albums of the 70s. My little caveat is I'm only picking a maximum of 2 albums by any one band. Because, of course, there are a bunch of bands that I love a lot who released a bunch of albums that I love a lot in the 70s. And rather than have my whole list comprised of 5 or 6 bands, I figured let me just limit it to 2. Any of my real favorites that have lots of albums that I would have put on this list. Only can do 2. That's what I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you want in the comments below. But I have limited to that. So today, for my pick, it's the 4th studio album from this band, this little trio from Wales. It was released May 17th, 1974, recorded at Rockfield Studios in Monmouth, Wales, as well as Lee Sound Studios in Birmingham. Produced by the band, released on MCA Records. I am talking about In For The Kill by Budgie. Yes, indeedy. Lots of good Budgie albums in the 70s. I think we can all agree, right? As most of you who have watched my ranking the albums of Budgie a while ago, you know this is my favorite Budgie album. Of course, this is the classic lineup of Burke Shelley on bass guitar and vocals, Tony Borg, or Borgia, or Borg, however he says his last name, the riff master himself on guitar, the other great riff master Tony, named Tony, right? And there's another one named Tony Iommi. This one, not too far behind. Very underrated guitar player, and of course, Pete Boot on the drums. Yes, indeedy. So many classic songs on this album. This is, in my opinion, one of the unsung heavy albums of the 70s. They have a couple of them, actually. This has always been my favorite. It starts off with the title track, In For The Kill. Oh, my favorite Budgie song. So crushingly heavy. That heavy, stomping, galloping riff, right? That lead guitar burst in the beginning of the song. Man, the chorus, just so heavy. The drums, so much heft to the song. I love it. Then, of course, you have Crash Course in Brain Surgery, a favorite of a little-known band named Metallica. Maybe you've heard of them, right? They covered this on their EP, full of all sorts of interesting covers way back when. And basically, for a lot of people, because, you know, Budgie were never really a big band, a lot of people, that cover song introduced the world to Budgie. Brett Fan was another one, right? But Crash Course in Brain Surgery, just so ahead of its time. So good. Just potent, heavy, crunchy, fast and furious, awesome stuff. Now, you know, on every Budgie album, they generally include like a mellow song or 2, usually 2, amidst all the heavy stuff. On this album, you got Wondering What Everybody Knows. These kind of little ballads. Sometimes they're acoustic, right? Wondering What Everybody Knows. Nice little melody on there, right? But, you know, those are not the songs that most Budgie fans go to listen to on the Budgie albums. And that's the little mellow track on side 1. The last track, though, of course, is Zoom Club. Man, that opening riff, that chorus, so catchy, so heavy. Love Zoom Club. Terrific song. Then, of course, on side 2, you got three more tracks. The Crushing Hammer and Tongs. Their titles of their songs are just so wacky, right? Hammer and Tongs. Like, what? Yes, whatever. Great song. And you got another kind of mellower track, Running From My Soul. And then finishing it off with the big epic. They usually always throw a big long piece on all their songs too, and they usually do it very late in the album. Living on Your Own, nearly 9 minutes long. Great guitar work from Tony on that one. I got to give some props to Burke. I always liked his vocal style. He's kind of like the Wales version of Geddy Lee, right? Maybe not quite as high-pitched and shrill as Geddy, but not too far removed. They even look a lot alike. They're both bass players. They both got the long hair. You know, Burke wore the glasses. They look very similar to each other. So, yeah, I love this album. It's quite good. And let's see, do we have any charting information? Just one. Position number 29 on the UK album charts in 1974. Right, so yeah, this was a band that never really made much of an impact here in the States. always known and highly influential. So many of the younger bands that came after them talk about Budgie and whatnot. And, Judas Priest famously were Budgie's like kind of opening band for quite a while. I mean, Budgie were responsible for kind of taking Judas Priest under their wing and, bringing them out on tour quite a bit in Priest's early days. And, there's something to be said about that too. But yeah, if you've never listened to Budgie, if you've never listened to this album, now's your chance because you've been missing out. And there are other Budgie albums in their catalog that are also excellent. And I may talk about some of them in my honorable mentions. So spoiler alert, this is the lone appearance from Budgie in my top 31. Doesn't mean I don't love a couple of their other albums, because there was another one specifically that's just right on the edge of coming into my list. But you can't include everything. That's just what it comes down to. So In for the Kill is my pick today. Let us know what you think of this great album in the comments below, as well as your pick for today. Pick number 19. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before we leave. Also, we got the links below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations as well as our merch page. So thank you in advance for all your assistance there and all your support. Also, please don't forget, we posted a lot of new album reviews yesterday. Not a lot of people have watched them. I know there's a lot of them, and I know it's time consuming, but please do support the new bands and their new releases, and it's very, very important that they get your support. So please take each one of those videos is only about 5-8 minutes long. So please go and investigate those and give some of those albums a listen, and the bands will thank you for it. So, and I do thank you for it. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning with another one. All right, pick number 18 is coming up, and we'll be seeing them all over the weekend and until we finish up the month, right? So thanks for watching, everybody. What do we got coming up on the channel? Of course, Martin Popoff is back tomorrow morning. We'll be at the Funhouse with a cool topic about listening habits and things and the way people used to listen to and get exposed to music back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and how it kind of all works today, and our kind of take on that whole thing. This was spurred on by a conversation that kind of came about on a recent UK Connection show, and of course Simon jokingly said, we can expect probably this topic to come up on a future Funhouse episode, and absolutely it is going to. So so there's that coming up on Friday, of course, tomorrow, and also we've got the UK Connection happening on Saturday, and that is another one of those AOR melodic rock album studies, right, where we pick 3 albums, one a kind of classic in the genre, one a more underground pick, and another what they made, an AOR melodic rock album, right, a band that you don't normally expect doing stuff like that. So it's coming up on Saturday, and then Sunday I will be ranking the albums of the great U.S. doom band Windhand, so that's coming up on Sunday. So till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody, but we'll see you real soon here, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.